So tell us where we're going today, Pastor Ron.
Favorite building in all of Chicagoland. It's an architectural masterpiece. The North American headquarters for Zurich. It is an absolutely outstanding building. It has 2 bars that is built with a 3rd bar at an angle that sits across the 2 bottom bars. The architectural design just oozes creativity, collaboration, and interaction. Even the color itself is this brilliant blue, which is a sign of the ultimate leadership. The Zurich Building began as a dream, an idea, a vision that originally only the architect could see. And just like an architect saw a dream come to pass, you've seen some dreams come to pass too. God's put ideas in your heart. God put visions into your life. And stories have come to pass. And God used His innovation and creativity and your faith and your hard work. And He's grown some things through you, and He's multiplied some things through you. And you have your story of God's faithfulness and God's blessing, and you've multiplied over the years. We're excited about what God's doing through all of us. And today we've got the privilege to tell a few more stories of how God's using some of our churches in the last few months and the last couple years in some exciting vision, ideas, and dreams that are coming to pass as we're multiplying. Let's first begin with Josh and Liz Cartagena's story, who launched Vertical Encounter Church campus in North Chicago on September 18th, 2022. They are a campus of their parent church, Vertical Encounter Church of Waukegan, pastors Alex and Eridania Solar. Vertical Encounter Waukegan has multiplied 2 services, including a Spanish service. Easter reached an all-time high with a total of 4 services and 386 people with 33 decisions for Christ. This is multiplication. Since our last district council, Hope Dinner Churches, parented and planted by Hope Church in LaGrange, are seeing souls saved and baptisms happening, with pastors Ben and Jordan Arias at Marquette Park averaging 70 to 90 people every Tuesday, and Dawn Koistra at Pilsen averaging 70 to 80 people. They are awaiting the potential of a $150,000 grant to plant additional dinner churches in the city. Other dinner churches are being tested and tried in other parts of the state as a result of viewing and interacting with these multipliers. Redemption Church in Salem is one of those churches that launched a dinner church in Odin. We will multiply. Paul and Dao Lee planted Next Generation Vietnamese Church and are averaging 20 people every week with 300 views and followers a week from Vietnam. They are also planted by Parent Hope Church in LaGrange, pastored by Hal and Dawn Koistra. Pastor Jeff Lister took on the relaunch challenge and began another campus of Hope Church and has grown from 12 to averaging 60 to 70 people. This is how we multiply. Radomir and Agnes Nearsaw launched Evangel Polish Church on Easter, April 9th, as 80 people were a part of their official launch. Solid family attendance, guests, and growth continue to make the multiplication a reality. Evangel Polish was a part of the 8 services on Easter that day of Evangel Church in Hanover Park. This is multiplication. Garrett and Keela Black officially launched Access Church in Glen Ellen October 2nd, 2022. They were multiplied from their parent church, Hobson Road Community Church in Downers Grove, pastors Dan and Sue Martinson. We will multiply. Pastors Al and Chrissy Toledo of Chicago Tabernacle multiplied Josh and Susie LeBlanc into their new adventure, Philadelphia Tabernacle, in 2022. They are reaching 100 each week and already have 30 members, but more importantly, they're running 45 at their weekly prayer meeting. This is how we multiply. Pastors Darren and Cammie Palmer multiplied as the parent church from Faith Church in Lincoln and planted Faith Church in Petersburg on October 2nd in 2022. They already have their second baptism scheduled and recently received faith promises for $300 a month for missions. This is multiplication. Travis and Joy Spencer, along with their team at the Fields Church in Mattoon, positioned themselves to multiply by adding a second service back in 2012 while averaging 250. In 2019, the Fields Church made the decision to launch a second campus in Charleston with about 50 families as the launch team. Although COVID took a hit on the second campus, with some weekends averaging only 45 people, they pressed on with a dedication to grow the church. This Easter, the Charleston campus had 400 in attendance, while the Mattoon campus had 1,200 in attendance. Including all 6 live services, they had 81 documented salvations. This is multiplication. Pastors Wes and Danette Bell will have pastored in Sandwich for 16 years this August. They have seen over 100 people baptized each year, every year they've been pastors except during COVID. This is in a town of 7,500 people where there is not a lot of funds and resources, and that's a part of the miracle. This year in 2023, they have already baptized 65. They have 3 services every Sunday and hosted between 23 and 2,400 on Easter. 50% of their staff is homegrown, or should we say multiplied, from the farm club. This is how we multiply. Last and definitely not least, we want to celebrate Pastor Anna Clay and Babish Cambu of our Brook Cherith Francophone churches and pastors who have started 3 more Francophone churches, one right before District Council on March 13th of 2022, and 2 more since our last council. The Brook Cherith Church of Columbus, Ohio, that launched on Christmas Day, December 25th, 2022. The Brook Cherith Church, Florence, Kentucky, multiplied on April 16th, 2023. This brings the total to 14 Francophone churches. They've also added 5 additional fellowships that want to relate with us on Zoom and in-person teachings, as well as fellowship together with us. We will multiply. All these stories are really exciting, but what's really exciting are their stories yet to be told. There's dreams that are yet to be fulfilled. And some of those dreams, some of those visions, and some of those ideas are being birthed in you. Let's pray big. Let's pray big prayers. Let's dream big with the Lord, and let's multiply. Ecclesiastes 3:11 says, He makes all things beautiful in its time. It's time to multiply.